Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, welcome back to Cecil County Dragway. So we're back here to test and tune. Last night we didn't do so hot. We had spun a couple times and all that. So we made some adjustments, took some tire pressure out. We are down to 24 pounds in the front. And I also adjusted our coilovers to try and get the rebound. I tightened up the rebound so that way, hopefully it won't lift the front of the truck. So if you guys can tell from the smile on my face, I've already been here and made a pass, but you guys gotta wait and see it. I'm shaking still. So anyway, get to it. Here's the pass.
Jesus! Finally did what it was supposed to. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell.
So guys, as you just saw, we made our first good lick in the truck. I am beyond thrilled. This thing, it just got up and went. So I was thinking about just not getting on the two-step because it seemed like it was a little too much boost last night. And I saw the prep that they had. They have some dragsters here and stuff. They've been prepping the tracks. So you know what, the prep's good. Let's just nail this thing. That's what we did. So put it down on the, come up on the two-step, put it down on the wood, and just let her eat. I got to remember to push on the brakes a little bit. I kind of, when it turned green, or when I got up into the boost and the nitrous came on, it was starting to push the truck. So I got to get a little better at that and making sure I'm really hard on that brake pedal. But anyhow, I'm super thrilled. This thing just made a hell of a lick. It's my fastest pass ever. I got the time thing right here, but I'm still shaking it, and it felt great. It didn't feel like it got out of sorts, maybe a little bit, but this thing moves. But we're in the left lane. Our 60 foot can obviously use some work, but 8th mile, a 570 in the 8th at minimum power. So spool jet, tune 1, 570 at 130 mile an hour. I am so stoked about that. And we ran a 9.2 letting off at the 8th mile. That is phenomenal. This is definitely going on the refrigerator. So I looked at our logs and our shift points seem like they're dialed. The 1-2 shift's good. the 2-3 shifts good. We didn't even get into overdrive. This thing is, it's just great. 570, our first good lick. We haven't even turned it up. So I'm going to get back up there. I think they're, I'm going to try, sorry, I'm very excited. We're going to try and get a couple more passes in. What we'll do, I'm going to go up, make another lick, get it up on 2-step, launch the truck. If it does this again, if it does what it should, I'll turn it up. We'll try tune 2. I mean, we still even got another kit of nitrous. All right, let's get back to the lanes, get another lick in. Well guys, welcome back to the garage. So we had a successful day at Test and Tune at Cecil County Dragway. The truck performed fantastically. I'm so excited with the truck. It felt great. We did have some shaking going on, and we got loose a couple of times, but we were able to recover it. Nothing as bad as we had Friday night, but still getting loose a little. We still have some suspension changes to make and stuff like that, but overall, I am super stoked with the truck. Yeah, just this thing. It did great today. I am so happy with how it did. Our Muldoon's 48 RE never missed a beat. The thing felt great. All the shifts were crisp. Finally got all my shift points dialed in. Everything is where I want it, and it's just we need to turn it up. So yeah, I'm floored with how the truck did today. I know I only talked to you guys at the one video, kind of introducing the video, and then after our first pass. After that, I got in the groove, and that's what this test and tune and testing is all about. So it's all about finding your rhythm, getting your seat time with the truck, dialing the truck in, but also dialing in the driver. So even stuff as simple as harnessing up in the truck. So getting my 5-point harness on. That's a lens cap, but getting my 5-point harness on, getting the net on, getting my Hans device, my helmet, getting all that stuff done, and making sure everything was good. Getting our data log prepared before we roll up to the line, and then when it's our turn, starting the log, making sure we're in first, and then shifting, all that kind of stuff. We're honing that in. By the end of the day, it was just becoming a routine, after our, 5th pass or whatever, when we were on our 6th pass, strapping in, or no, wait, whatever. Toward the end of the day, just getting all that stuff in was becoming, natural. It was starting to feel where I didn't really have to think about it. All right, do this, do this, do this. And just making sure I got all my safety stuff on, got my gloves on, all that kind of stuff. So not only are we dialing in the truck, we're dialing in the driver. Now, did not work on reaction time whatsoever, just trying to get the truck sorted right now. That's my main focus. Once the truck's sorted, we'll work on me. I think that'll probably take a little bit more time. But just trying to make sure we're up on the 2-step, all that kind of stuff. I still have to pull the logs. I did look at them a little bit throughout the day just to check our shift points and stuff like that. But need to see what we were leaving at RPM wise, all that. Was I up on it enough, and all that kind of stuff. Like, did I sit long enough that we were at the RPM and the boost that we wanted to be, and all that. So another thing, like I said at the beginning of the video, we made some shock adjustments up top or up front to try and keep the truck from lifting in the front. Also less pressure on the front tires, went from 28 to 24, and that kind of stuff. So we're just dialing it all in. So we did phenomenally. I was so happy. I got this first time slip. I knew it felt good, but the truck ran a 9.2, letting off at the 8th mile. So a 9.2 at 120 mile an hour. In the 8th, we ran a 5.70 at 130. I was just floored by that. And our 60-foot was a 1.5. It was not a very good 60-foot, so that's even better. I got that pass in, and everything felt great. The truck was just doing what it was supposed to. I was so stoked. And then we just proceeded on throughout the day. It seemed like every other pass, the truck wanted to kick the tires, just like the wind is kicking my timesheets. So anyhow, we ran our 9. I don't know how many people can say their first 9-second pass they did coasting from the 8th mile, and for that matter, it was a low 9. This time slip pumped me up so incredibly much. So we went back out, as you can see, 9.9 in the quarter, but we're worried about the 8th. So a 640 in the 8th, another junk 60-foot there, but it kicked the tires a little bit here. So I adjusted the coils in the front a little bit more, just kind of adjusted the rebound a little bit, went back out, and this is not the right side. Here we go. And we ran our fastest pass of the day, which I was super stoked. Our 60-foot improved. We got a 1.4 60-foot, a 5.60 in the 8th. Man, we're in the mid-8s. This is where I wanted the truck to be. It's not where I wanted end goal, but it's like for this weekend, that was kind of like my hopefulness was in the mid-8s. So we're there, and then we coasted to a 9.04 at 126. Once again, 130 in the 8th. But we ran a 9.0, letting off at the 8th. I mean, as soon as I saw that, I was like, man, why couldn't I keep my foot in it for another little bit of the track? Just crack into the 8s. But hey, we're not worried about that. I mean, if I wanted to do that, I wouldn't have let off on the other passes. But we're just worrying about the 8th. But how cool is that? Just comment down below how cool that is. Awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Low 9. I mean, just on the cusp of an 8-second pass. So we did that, and then we kicked the tires once again. Now on this pass, what I did was I went up and I put it in tune 2. So launched the truck, and it just kind of felt weird, to be quite honest. So I don't know what was going on, but we ran a 5.8 in the 8th mile and a 9.7 in the quarter. Like I said, it felt weird, so I lifted early. So that 5.8 might even have been a 5.70 or something like that. Like I said, just something didn't quite feel right, so I got out. But still, I mean, 108 mile an hour in a quarter letting out. That's, wow. But yeah, once again, 125 in the 8th. So I let out a little before the 8th because something didn't feel right. Maybe I turned overdrive off. I'm not 100% sure. But this was tune 2. So I switched it back to tune 1 and another 1.5 60 foot. We really got to dial that in. A 5.8 in the 8th. At 128 mile an hour, so we lost a little mile an hour there, but another 9.2 coasting at 124 mile an hour. So super stoked about that. Once again, tried tune 2, and on our last pass went up, and it, like, the truck got off sluggish, and it just didn't. It was like sluggish, and it like didn't feel like it was going, and then it was like it had the world, you know, and then it just ripped the tires loose, and that was it. But that was the end of the day. That was our last pass. But we've made progress, so that's what this is all about. We've making. I want to say baby steps, but these weren't baby steps. We leaps and bounds. So tune 1 with the spool jet up here in Pennsylvania with the cooler air and less humidity than we had in Florida back in October or whatever it was, with the same tune-up, same everything. We ran a 9.0. Well, we ran a 5.60 in the 8th at 130. Whereas when we were in Florida, we ran a 6.0 at 115. So super stoked about that. Truck is a touch lighter than it was before, but we didn't have our front clip on and a bedside when we did that. But anyway, I like I said, I'm still kind of all over the place because I'm so excited about how the truck performed. Transmission's good. The thing pulled on the trail. It was exciting. I was so stoked. And to boot, everybody loves the truck. Everybody's asking about the truck. What is this thing? What's it weigh? Everybody's still shocked that the thing still weighs like 4,700 pounds with me in it. And just everybody loved the truck. And like I said, extremely happy with this thing. And yeah, I know I've been rambling on here for quite a while right now, but now we have more work to do. Like I said earlier, we did have some tire shake here and there whenever the truck would get loose, stuff like that. So we're going to have to check a bunch of stuff. We're going to check our fluid amper, check our torque converter bolts, make sure they didn't loosen up, which we didn't get any weird sounds. That's another plus of some problems we've had in the past. So that 12-bolt Suncoast flex plate is hopefully doing its job, and hopefully that, and maybe that Shaft Tech diamond washer we have is probably helping as well. But we got to check that, run valve lash, do all kinds of stuff just to make sure the truck is good and ready to rip. But yeah, like I said, super happy with how the truck performed. And if we keep moving at this kind of accelerated rate, by the time UCC hits, I think them boys better look out. So that's my hopefulness and all that. But yeah, I'm super stoked. This truck, it's finally doing what it's supposed to. We get to enjoy the truck, and I kind of made the decision that I'm going to try. I'm going to say try because, you know, stuff comes up. But Rudy's, I plan on being at Rudy's, so that way we can test this thing with the big boys. We can test it. We can do it around some people with a way larger knowledge base than I have, and really dial the truck in. And hopefully after Rudy's, this thing's ready for UCC track day, and we can go out there and put up a big number. So I'm rambling on long enough. Comment down below what you guys think about the 9-second passes letting off, because I'm floored by them. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video, subscribe down below. Catch you guys on the next one. Get out in your garage. Get the wrench on your truck.